fucking record it already. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I'm totally joking.
Oh, yeah. What's up? We are here at All Things Comedy. This is Date Fails. I'm Kate Quigley. And, this is going to be so fun because I have my homie, old co-host, Boom. One of my besties, actor and comedian, Stephen Kramer Glickman.
What up, what up?
Dude, this is so fun. I like that we just basically use the podcast to catch up. Like, I haven't seen you in a while.
It has been a while.
I think it was like was it your birthday or some? Like,
were you at?
We went to Rainbow.
Oh no, we went to Rainbow
it was my birthday.
for your birthday.
It was like right after my birthday. That was in December.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Maybe it's been that long.
No, I don't know. We've seen each other around. We see each other around.
Oh, I've done your
sometimes.
show since then. I think I did the nighttime show.
Yeah,
once
you
at
did.
You
did January or February.
That's where I see you. But it's
Yes.
it's been a minute.
It has been a little while.
We talk on the phone though.
We do talk a lot.
Glickman and I love sending you weird DMs and shit that I get all the time.
I love hearing about like what's happening in your life because you're you're in the dating scene. You're out there. You're making it happen. You're making horrendous choices. You're fucking demons on a regular basis. Sometimes really great guys. Sometimes famous guys. Sometimes actual demons who have crawled up from some sort of dimension for you to do them.
Actually, it's funny because you're my go-to person to like fuck with people when I'm mad at them. I call up Glickman and go, hey, I have somebody I need you to fuck with for me. I told you that I got like 45 different phone numbers now so that I could fuck with this one particular guy. Which, by the way, I just want to say in my defense,
Kate.
I don't do this normally. But after advice from my attorney, what I've decided to do is back off of him.
Sure.
But
sounds like a good attorney advice.
Right. But I'm still letting my friends go, on his social media and mess with him a little bit. So
sure.
Like he's having a kid, so I have this one girlfriend. Like every time he posts something that's really like uncouth, she'll just like write "Father of the Year" like on it.
Oh, I love it.
Stuff. Yeah.
Or we should take a poll to name the baby. I think that would be nice.
I think so.
Damien. That's what I go with.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm not really.
Son of Lucifer.
Can you imagine? Oh God! But I've been kind of taking a break from dating a little.
Yeah.
But I do have an exciting one. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, okay. There's a dude that I've been DMing with for a while. I wish so bad I could say who on here, but I can't. But he's.
Is it a comedian?
No.
Is it a celebrity?
Do you count athletes?
Yeah,
okay.
I think athletes would believe that they're celebrities.
He's an athlete.
Okay.
And we DM'd for like on and off for like a year, but not like seriously, just a little every once in a while, talking, whatever. And then we keep trying to hang, but like when he's been in LA, I'll be somewhere else and blah, 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 whatever. So I got hit up to do this really shitty gig this weekend in Houston, and I really don't want to do it. But then I found out he's going to be in Houston.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, fuck it, I'll go. So I'm going to go to Houston. So I'm finally going to get to meet this guy that I've been DMing with. I have like a little low key crush.
I like it.
Yeah. So, but he might turn out to be, I don't know. I'm afraid he's going to think I'm just going to bang him because.
What team does he play for?
I don't want to say.
I almost got you to do it.
Because people will figure out who it is. Let's just say that.
Is it a football player? Or
yes,
a baseball player?
It's a football player.
It is a football player.
It's a football player.
Is he a tight end?
Glickman. He has a tight end.
He does have
What? But so here's the thing. I just don't want him to think I'm gonna hook up with him. You know what I mean?
All right.
So he asked me what hotel I'm staying at, and then I told him, and then I was like, what hotel are you staying at? And he's like, I'm booking it today. And I was like, oh, fuck, because now he's probably going to stay near me because he thinks I'm going to fuck him, but I just want it to be a get-to-know-you drink.
Yeah, but shouldn't you?
Fuck him?
Yeah, why not?
Well, it depends. If I fuck him, what happens?
What happens if you what happens if you fuck a homeless guy? Nothing. Whatever you want to happen.
Well,
it's up to you.
I don't want to fuck him. Here's my fear, okay?
Okay, I'm listening.
There was one guy.
I'm pro fucking, by the way, so your audience knows. I'm pro fucking. I'm not pro like fucking awful people.
No,
I am pro fucking.
It's especially like pro fucking elite athlete.
Absolutely.
Perfect body. I mean, that's like fucking a supermodel.
I think I'm pro fucking people like that. I'm not pro fucking
the homeless,
like the homeless or like guys who can't get booked on like at the haha. You know, if a guy's like, I'm having trouble getting spots in the belly room. You know, don't. No.
But see, as a man, this is my concern. Okay, because a few football players follow me and engage with me on Instagram or Twitter, and I don't want them all to think that I just fuck football players. Like, I've only fucked, I've fucked two, but one I dated. Only one night football stand. Only one night stand ever, and it was with a football player.
Well, look, I think all football players that are into you probably would like to have sex with you. But that doesn't mean that they think that they all can.
That's what I just don't want.
Or that doesn't think that, I mean...
What if I fuck him and then he thinks that I just fuck football players? That's just my MO.
Look, there's very few people in this world that just fuck football players. There's very few.
You're right.
Like, I think didn't Eliza fuck a football player at some point?
I don't know.
I think Eliza or...
I think she fucked a hockey player.
It was, she was fucking a hockey player, right?
I think a hockey player.
And then Whitney Cummings fucked a football player. Right?
I mean, the truth is, why wouldn't you?
That's great, though. God bless, dude.
Right?
If I could fuck a football player, I would. I mean, if it was like a lady football team.
I think you might be right. It's like I'm only going to be able to get this kind of action for a little while.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's just for a little. I'm just saying that once you do that, then that's a bet. I would much rather people be like, "Hey, did you hear about Kate Quigley? She's
and the football
players
versus porn actors."
Yeah, I was supposed to. Oh, she's been fucking a porn actor with a 14-inch cock. Like that seems like it's.
His cock was not that big, just to be clear. But
I know.
You're right. You're totally right.
It's very small.
He
does mostly dwarf porn. But he's not a dwarf. And Brad Williams' penis is way bigger.
Actually, it is.
It's a huge. He has
Brad
a huge
has a big dick.
He has a huge.
His dick is like the size of your head.
It's a big dick. It's no joke. They've referred to him as a tripod. Like he is a tripod.
Shut up. Who has?
Oh, around the clubs. Around the old clubs.
This next guy coming to the stage, you may have heard of him as the tripod.
Brad Williams with his giant cock.
Oh, he's going to love that.
He does. He's got a big cock and very regular sized balls. He's got regular great balls.
I didn't notice his balls.
Really?
How did you end up seeing Brad's dick?
Look.
I feel like everyone has seen it, which makes me think he's just whipping it out randomly.
Look, you hide in a couple bathrooms every once in a while, and you're gonna see some things.
Fair enough. Oh my God.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Well, what have you been up to? You just got back from a trip?
I went on a trip. My dating life is not exciting per se. I've been with the same. It's exciting in LA terms. It's kind of exciting.
It's different.
5 years. I've been with my girlfriend for
Has
five.
It been 5 years.
5 years.
Holy
We've
shit.
been together. Me and
She's
her.
so hot too.
She's so hot. She's crazy hot.
She's ridiculous. Getting hotter. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know. Like this morning, I saw her ass. I was like, what the fuck is this? Who has an ass like
That's
this?
so great that you're still so into her.
Oh my God. Yeah, it'd be impossible for me not to be. Like, she's ridiculous.
I forget. How did you guys meet again?
At the Improv.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we met at the bar, and yeah.
Didn't she tell you like she didn't think you were that funny or something like that?
Yeah, she told me that she liked 2 of my jokes, and everything else she thought was bullshit, basically.
I love that.
Yeah, she was like, I like your closer and this German thing. Everything else, I could take it or leave it. And I was like, I love you.
I love her honesty.
Yeah, and what's so crazy is recently she's been coming to see me do stand-up.
Oh, wow. How come?
Back up because she wants to. Because in the beginning, I was like, no way. I don't want you to come.
Oh, hell no. I wouldn't either. But now, is it because you're more confident now? You don't mind?
Yeah, I think she just knows. But like, this is a good example. Like the other night, I was doing Laugh Factory, and she was like, hey, I'll come out tonight and watch you do stand-up. And I was like,
yeah. No.
I don't think so.
You don't say no, but you don't want it,
yeah,
right?
And she goes, what? Why not? And I go, Yeah, you don't need
People
to.
don't get it.
This is enough at home. This is
yeah.
enough. You don't need to come see me. You want me to, I'll just do my set here for you. I was like, just let me go.
It's a lot of added pressure.
It's too much.
Yeah,
So I'm
like
already nervous. And then there's that too. It's like what if it doesn't go well? I can't go home and be like, it was amazing,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. You know
no, but it's true. That's the only reason. That is the only one reason. You know what's interesting? Nicole Amy and I were hanging out yesterday. Nicole Amy Schreiber.
I love her.
Yeah, we went to get coffee, and she was saying I was supposed to go on a date the other night, and it got canceled. And I said, "Do I know him?" And she's like, "Yeah, it was a comic." And I go, "I can't believe you date," because Nicole dates comics. She likes to date comics, right?
Sure.
I go, "I don't understand how you date comics. Like, it freaks me out now." And she goes, "I am of the belief that comics can only date comics."
Really?
And I go, "Why?" And she goes, "Well, if you're like a Christian and you're really adamant about Christianity, you have to date another Christian because they're the only person that understands your belief system." And she goes, "I just think comics see the world in a way that only other comics see it. And so if you're dating someone else that doesn't get it, it's never going to jive."
I get that.
I never thought of that, but I was like, that kind of makes sense. But then it's like, we're all so fucked up comics. Two of us together is like, that's like insane asylum.
It
shit.
is a little. I mean, I've dated. I dated a female. I've dated 2 female comics.
Right.
Three female comics, and it wasn't. It never worked out for me because if they. This is gonna not sound right. I have to make this sound right. It's tricky because, like. Comedy, like it's like if I dated like another nerd. Like I'm a big nerd, my whole place is covered in Star Wars toys and weird action figures and shit. If I dated another nerd and she had like a big collection of like nerdy shit, I'd be like, "Oh, that's cool. We both have cool nerdy shit." And then one day she'd walk into the house and be like, "Hey, I'm really into the Smurfs now, and here's my Smurf collection." I'd be like, "This shit's over." Like it's like that's too nerdy. That's
it's too much.
You know what I mean?
The line.
And like that's what happens with dating another comic is sometimes they have an idea for a premise or for a joke or something, and they go, "Hey, this is what I'm working on," and you're like, "That's fucking terrible."
Oh,
and
that's
then,
true.
And then that's what happened. What would happen is I would say to I'd be dating a female comic, and I would go, "Oh, I've got this great joke about this thing," and they'd go, I don't think so," and I'd go, "Fuck you, I'm going to do it, and it's going to be hilarious." And then I would do it, and it would be really funny, and they would have to either deal with it, or they'd be mad at me, or they would say that it wasn't good, that it was offensive to them somehow, and it was just, that gets tricky.
If you date someone who's not a comic, they have to at least be casually funny, though,
Yes.
and smart, because there's nothing worse than dating someone with no sense of humor or bad jokes.
Bad jokes is even worse.
Oh my God, bad jokes is so bad. Like, just don't try. Like, I hate when people try. I don't think people do that with men. Like, did people try? Like, before
my girlfriend
Rachel's
gives me
funny.
punchlines.
She's funny.
Thank God, she's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but she doesn't try to be funny. She just is.
Yeah, like I know what her strong suits are when it comes to comedy.
Yeah.
Like I know that if I need a tag on a joke that's already a good joke, but I need like an extra tag on it.
Sure.
I'll tell it to her and just go, "Well, how do I make do you have any?" I'll say it to her. I'll tell her the joke, and then maybe she'll go, "Hey, it sounds like this," and she'll say something.
She'll
and I'll
give you
go,
something.
"Oh, all right, okay, like that's not bad." And then also like if I run stuff by her, if she goes, "Oh, come on." She gets like that. I'm like, "Oh, that's a fucking good joke. I'm going to do that." Like,
Sometimes when people are offended, it's the best.
yeah, like if my mom gets offended, I know it's solid.
Same. If my mom calls me by my full name, sometimes I'll tell her a joke and she'll go, "Catherine," and I'll go, "Winner."
Yes. That's the best.
I love that.
I love it. That's amazing.
But so you.
I went on a road trip
Yeah.
with my mom and my family, and so we did this drive up north, and along the way I got into some trouble. I went to
I
this.
saw your tweets.
Yeah, I got in some trouble for some tweets. I went to this very small town. There's like a really nice agricultural town where they it's where we get all of our strawberries from or whatever.
Agricultural.
Agricultural.
It's like a farm town, basically.
It's like a farm town. Is that hey?
Can
buddy,
we name it?
Is that what it's called? Agricultural town?
Yeah.
Agriculture town? What do you call it?
He's like, sure.
You don't fucking know.
Farm town. It's a farm town.
Can you be more specific?
Like it's a town like where they have like strawberries, like where you get that's where all the strawberries come from.
Sure. Agricultural town.
Okay, so an agricultural town. So I went to this
an agro town.
I went to an agro shithole town. It was a real shitty bullshit town where they had fucking nothing. It was just a garbage town, basically. It was like a garbage town, and like the big thing they had in this town was a Denny's, and at the Denny's there was a sign on the window that said, "I'm going to read it to you because this is going to be way better if I read you."
Was the Denny's the only restaurant that you saw?
It was the only restaurant there.
Love when you're in. I love Denny's. I just want to say that I think Denny's is amazing, and I eat there all the time. I wish Denny's would sponsor this podcast. I'm a big fan of the Fit Slam. I get it all the time with gluten-free McMuffin. I know I'm a loser, but I love Denny's.
No, I really hope that Denny's sponsors your podcast, and then you get horrendous diarrhea for a week. All right, so I'm gonna read this to you because this is something that was written on an actual Denny's. There were two signs. There are two signs, right, Kate?
Yeah, there's two signs, handwritten.
Top handwritten sign. Top sign. Arm wrestling contest! ! At Castro's Bakery, 1 p.m. today. Who's the strongest man? Who's the strongest woman in town? Okay, that was the first sign.
I'm so surprised that Denny's let them advertise another bakery on their door.
Yeah, I don't know. And then the sign below it, just in case you need inspiration for the arm wrestling contest. Here's the sign below it. You see, in life, lots of people know what to do, but few people actually do what they know. Knowing is not enough. You must take action, says Tony Robbins. What the fuck is that? So I took a picture of it and I tweeted it and I said, this is the event that this entire town is so excited about. Fuck your bullshit town. That's what
You did.
Yes, I did. So I did that, and then a lot of people got mad at me and started tweeting at me from the town or people who grew up there, and they're like, how dare you? And I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you guys had internet in your town.
Quick.
And then they kept tweeting, and they said, hey, you're just mad because no one recognized you. And I was like, it's not my fault that you guys don't have cable out there.
Stop.
Okay, and then some kid wrote and was like, you'd be lucky to be from this town. And I was like, here's a picture of the luckiest people in your city. And it was just a picture of a graveyard.
And
they got so mad.
Of course they
I
did.
got so much hate mail on
shit
Instagram.
on their only
I
thing.
shit on their only place.
And by the way, that's the kind of town I grew up in. I grew up in a town that small.
I know.
My favorite hobbies were hanging out at truck stops.
Sure.
I swear
and you
to
turned
God.
out great.
I love, that sounds like the kind of town that would have parking lot carnivals, and I love parking.
Probably.
I love parking lot carnivals.
Look, there's nothing wrong with a town like that. I mean, I'm from...
You should have gone to the arm wrestling competition. You would have won.
I don't think
You're
so.
so big. You would have fucking killed these people. You'd have been the biggest thing the town had ever, that you come in there and be like, "Rah!"
I'm such a moron. So I was just doing it for fun. You know, like sometimes you get bored and you just troll people
on these
for
road.
fun.
I don't ever troll people for fun, but you do it, which is my favorite thing.
I've trolled guys you've dated.
I know.
Online.
I want to let you troll this last guy so hard.
I've gone to guys you've dated to their Twitter, found old posts, and just commented stuff like I think one of the guys was like, "Hey, happy Mother's Day to my mom. I love you." And I was like, "Yeah, you definitely love her in her pussy." Or like something.
He really does.
Just horrible stuff. Horrible things I said to these guys.
I love that. I love that.
It's fun. But anyways, so I was in the mood, you know, because I'd been driving for 8 or 9 hours. We get to the hotel, and there's a woman behind the counter, and they have a big fat guy also behind the counter, but his back is to us at this hotel. All right, and they have a big box full of Otis
Spunkenmeyer muffins. Those are the
cookies.
best.
It was the
okay,
cookies.
I love those.
But they were all. It was empty. It was empty. The case. And I go, "What's this? Is these these free cookies?" And she goes, "Yeah, they're free cookies, but I guess the Cookie Monster ate all of them." And I go, "Let me guess. He's the Cookie Monster."
Who
and
was
this
the Cookie
big
Monster?
fat guy behind the counter turns back and looks at me and just goes, "Really?" And I go, "Yeah." I go, if I worked here, I'd be the Cookie Monster. You know, I'd be the. And he was like, and like
you called
walked
a fat
away.
guy Cookie Monster.
I call the fat guy, but I'm a fat guy. It's like yesterday I made fun of Amy Schumer being like, because she's having a hard time these days.
Yeah.
So I kind of shit on Amy Schumer, and a friend was like, dude, that's kind of offensive. I was like, look, I'm allowed to say that because I literally look like Amy Schumer. Like if I was a lady, I would be physically Amy Schumer, probably.
You should do a sketch where you play Amy Schumer.
I would do it. I would totally do it.
I just like how ballsy you are. That you're not afraid. Because I get nervous to go after people. Like even this dude, like I want to go after him so bad. Well, I just get nervous that people think I'm mean. You know what I mean? I don't want to be mean.
Sometimes it's fun to be a little mean.
Sometimes it is. You're the best at it.
Well, not really.
You're the best at being mean in a way that's funny because you only do it when I feel like you're like a vigilante.
Sure.
You only go after people that deserve it. Now that small town, I'm not sure they deserved it.
They did not deserve it. I'm so sorry. You guys know who you are.
I mean, I think that the nice thing is that after that, you said some nice, funny shit on the Twitter.
I went back and I made like an apology. I made a little apology. But when it comes to jokes and stuff, you try to. I try not to apologize.
You make jokes
because that's what we do. Like we're supposed to just the thing is in that then everyone because you make a joke and you get mean, right? And then someone goes and you go sorry, but we're just making a joke. And the second you apologize and people are like, well, if it's a joke, it's supposed to be funny, and you're like, it is funny, just not to you because you're a fucking moron.
Also,
that's
the
why.
Jokes like the other day, I tweeted a joke or I Instagrammed a joke. If a black guy compliments your ass, it counts as 3 white guys.
I love that. That's a great joke.
Totally joking. I'm just obviously joking. It's crazy when you post race shit, even if I just post a photo with a black guy, all this like ignorance comes out in the comments.
Wow.
If you look at that,
I'll look at it.
The comments on that joke are unbelievable. One guy accused me. One guy was like, Kate, I always say you have a gorgeous ass. I guess it means nothing coming from me since I'm white. I'm sorry you hate white people or something like crazy. And I'm like, yo, everyone knows black dudes like fat asses, not all black dudes. A lot of white guys like fat asses, but it's like, I'm just making a joke about how if a black guy told me I had a nice ass, and that's what I thought to myself, that counts as like 3 white guys. And so I made a joke, and now I had to fucking deal with all this bullshit, and it makes me almost want to pull back. Do you know what I mean?
No, don't pull back. Don't pull back.
Don't
pull
gonna
back.
pull
You know
back.
who didn't pull back?
Martin Luther King.
Your father.
He didn't.
He was having sex with your mother.
He didn't pull out.
No, he didn't pull out.
Or pull back.
Martin Luther King didn't pull back.
My dad did pull back, actually, after he...
Joan Rivers didn't apologize.
Did not pull back. No,
Kathy Griffin didn't apologize.
I'm never going to apologize again.
Don't apologize.
Unless it's my fault, then I will apologize.
I apologize if I hurt anybody's feelings.
Yeah.
So then I was up there with my mom. We're hanging out, and then this was great because it's turned into like a nice little thing for my life. I'm sitting with my mom on the couch in the hotel room. We're watching TV, and she goes, looking at her phone, she goes, oh, my gosh. Oh, this is the worst. I go, what's the matter? She goes, well, you know how I have those chickens? I go, uh-huh.
Your mom has chickens?
My mom has a whole farm of animals.
In San Diego?
She's got a 200-pound pig. She got horses, the whole bit. She has she does like pony parties and like horse parties.
No
and, like,
way.
Bunnies. She has like 12 bunnies.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she does things. She goes to people's homes and does like Pammy's pony parties. Like she shows up. You can look it up. It's a real
I believe
thing.
it. Shout out to
place.
Pammy's pony party.
Shout out!
I want to ride a pony. Am I too heavy? How big do you have to be?
She got a horse. They're like a horse. And they have
No
ponies
way.
and horses. Yeah, oh yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, you can ride on it anytime you want.
Thank
Kate.
you.
I got the horse hookup. Whenever you...
I haven't ridden a horse in years.
They're great.
That would be great for me.
Oh, you'd have a blast.
Okay. All right.
My mom will invite you down. She'll say, Kate, come on, stay with me. That's my mom's thing, though. My mom invites everybody to come stay at her house.
Really?
And, like people we met for 3 seconds at the grocery store.
She invites them to stay with her?
Yeah, come visit San Diego, and you can come stay with me.
That's scary.
Every time.
That's scary as fuck.
It's adorable.
Okay.
It's always gone well. It's never not gone well so far.
Knock on wood. Oh, God. All right, so you're
anyways,
talking about her chickens?
She's like, oh, I got these chickens, and she goes, one of the chickens had a little baby chick, and one of the baby's chicks has Down syndrome. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, one of the baby chicks has Down syndrome, and I don't know what to do. It's a special needs chicken.
How does she know? What is this?
I was like, what are you what?
You're like,
So
Mom.
I was like, send me a picture. Like, show me the picture. So she shows her the picture. This fucking chicken got Down syndrome.
Shut
like,
up.
This chicken.
Chickens don't get Down syndrome.
Oh, no. This is a chicken with...
Did you Google this?
I'm not kidding you. The chicken, first of all, both of its eyes are pointed forward like this. They're both... That's not where a chicken's eyes are supposed to be.
What do you mean? You mean its eyes are on the side but pointing forward?
No, I mean they are literally moved this way. They're like it's right up front. They're staring you right in the fucking eyeballs. And it has a nose. This chicken, it does a beak, but it also has a nose on top. Like it has like a Jewish kind of. It looks like it's
like
related
a deformed chicken.
It's like a fucked up chicken.
It's deformed.
They classified it as Down syndrome.
Who are they?
I don't know.
Did she actually take it to a chicken psychiatrist? Like who decides?
No, it's like a chicken doctor. There's a chicken doctor.
The chicken doctor told your mom the chicken has Down syndrome.
What she said, that's what they said. So they go, she goes, what am I supposed to do with it? I'm not sure what to do with it. I go, well, you probably should. It can't eat. It has a lot of trouble eating. So I was like, it
can't eat?
No, because its beak placement is not great. This is not.
It needs a feeding tube.
Look, yeah, but that's for forever,
if you're gonna keep it alive.
Well, that's what I said. I was like, look, maybe it's you put it down, because it's having trouble. It's gonna have a hard time. And my mom is like, what the hell are you talking about? That's not what you do. Like, if you had a child with Down syndrome, what would you do? I go, Mom, a child with Down syndrome and a chicken with Down syndrome, two totally different things.
That's fair. There's not much like when you compare the two.
All, nothing. Like, look, a large percentage of people with Down syndrome go on to live these incredible lives, and they have great jobs. They can take care of themselves, and they have amazing careers, and they're regarded as brave and courageous for their choices in their lives, and they have families and stuff like this. 0% of chickens with Down syndrome.
That's because there's no such thing as chickens with Down syndrome.
They should be lunch. That's what they're...
Would you eat it, though?
I mean...
If it has Down syndrome, maybe there's something chromosomally weird about the meat.
I'm sure it's delicious.
I don't know.
I'll tell you what its special needs. It's special needs some barbecue sauce. That's what it needs.
Would you really eat it if she killed it?
I mean, I wouldn't eat that one, but I've probably eaten a few chickens with Down syndrome at some point.
I don't think you have, because I don't think chickens can have. We're gonna have to look into this.
Hey, look at this up for a second, Aaron. Can chickens have Down syndrome?
He's looking it up. He's looking it up right. This is good. I think that.
But this is the thing: is you doing? If I'm gonna talk about this on stage. Then it's...
You need to do research to make sure.
I gotta do research to make sure.
You need to know if chickens really have Down syndrome.
I don't know.
So what'd she decide to do? Is she going to keep it alive?
She's going to keep it alive. She's going to
forever, like a pet?
I think so.
Does she raise these chickens to eat them, or do they lay eggs, or what's the purpose of the chickens?
No. They just hang out. They're hangout chickens.
They're just hanging out?
Yeah, they have eggs, and then she eats the eggs. She makes the things.
Is your mom single?
She is single.
Do you...
She needs a man. She doesn't need anything. She's an independent lady.
Does your mom go on dates?
But she'll fuck a guy.
Does she?
Oh yeah.
Does your mom go on dates?
My mom lays it down.
Shut up.
My mom hits it up.
How do you know?
My mom will take one for the team.
I wonder if she does, because I called my mom. My mom would kill me for saying this, but I called my mom not too long ago, because I've been talking on stage about how since I hit my 30s, I'm so horny. So horny.
I know.
All the time. And you know me, I don't hook up a lot. People think that I fuck a lot, like guys, especially because of my Instagram and stuff. I don't fuck a lot. In fact, the other day I made a list. Guess how many people I've slept with? I know exactly the number.
How many?
16. That's it.
That's it?
I know. It's pathetic. I thought it was so much higher. 16 guys. I have work to do. I gotta fuck this football player.
You gotta fuck the football player.
16 guys.
Come on, Kate.
Because I keep going back. I keep going back. That's why. Because instead of looking for new, I go back to what I know is good.
No.
Every time I fuck someone new, they're never good. They're always shitty in bed.
You never are gonna. You gotta find a new. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep looking.
I know.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Have you fucked anybody? We're gonna make a list.
Okay.
Okay. Have you fucked a...
Oh, wait, I forgot the threesome. 18.
18. Okay.
Counting the girl. Does a girl count?
Sure.
There's no penetration, though.
I believe
Let's
that.
say 17.
Because I believe in gay rights. I am LGBTQ
I can't believe I
family,
forgot
so
about them. I got to check the list.
They count. Kate.
All right, 18.
All right, here we go. Let's make a list.
Right.
Have you fucked somebody that's a Puerto Rican?
No, I don't think so.
Have you fucked a Mexican or Latino, Hispanic?
Oh, yes. Yes, Hispanic. I think he was Argentinian. I'm not sure.
Have you fucked an Asian?
Yeah.
Yes.
Two.
Yes, I know one of them. Very well. And I've seen his penis.
It was a mistake. Does he even count?
Yeah, he does.
He never got me off, so I'm not sure he counts. I think
he does count.
We can knock the list back down one.
No. If they
don't get you off, it doesn't count.
It still counts as sex. Sorry, kiddo. An Indian.
No, I haven't.
Jamaican. Okay, a Canadian.
I think so.
Okay. All right.
One guy I'm not sure. I think he's Canadian.
All right. An African American gentleman.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. A Russian. One of them Russian
no,
Eastern Europeans.
I've made out with Russian.
Okay.
But I haven't fucked a Russian.
All right. What about a Australian?
Ooh, did I fuck
or
it?
New Zealander?
No.
New Zealander.
No, I've been out with both. I haven't fucked either.
Okay.
My list is so lame.
White guys.
Yeah.
A lot of white guys, huh?
A few. Most of them were white.
Whites.
Most of them were white. That's my problem. Too many whites.
Too many whites.
I need to branch out.
Too many
What
whites.
have I not gotten down with yet that I need to explore? I'm just not big into Australian guys for some
not?
reason.
They're very handsome.
They look too much like me. There are a lot of times they're blonde with light eyes.
Oh, they got that accent.
I need them to look different. I like guys that look opposite of me.
They say to you stuff like, Kate, nice. You
wanna-
look nice
you know
tonight.
You know what I want next? I want to fuck a guy with hair.
With hair?
Yeah.
Not like a balding guy?
Well, no, because
This has been great. Kate.
No, because I'm thinking, like, I was married to a guy who shaved his head.
Right.
The last couple guys I hooked up with had shaved heads. Or, like, black guys with shaved heads.
Do we have an answer on chicken with Down syndrome?
Could not immediately find that chickens have Down syndrome. I found a lot of photos of people with Down syndrome holding chickens.
That kind of counts.
No, it does
Kind of.
not.
That's
No,
sort of the
it
same
absolutely
thing.
doesn't.
It's not at all the same thing.
Thank you so much, Aaron. I'm really.
Thanks, Aaron. And thank you for ruining your Google search terms.
I know. Next time you. Do you want to hear something funny? So there's this.
Please.
This is so embarrassing, but there's this Instagram meme. I'm gonna give him a shout out. Actually, he's so good to me. There's this Instagram meme called @YourFuckBoy, and he's huge. He's got like over 500,000 followers, and he's like a proud fuckboy, which I don't like. He's
Wow.
like he's a fuckboy, but he's like pro fuckboy, and he posts all these funny like fuckboy memes, but he also reposts a lot of my jokes all the time.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, so he's great. But so the other day he's like, send me a couple jokes so I have some memes to post. So I went back through my Twitter to try to find them, but Twitter only lets you go so far back. So I had to go on Google. So I'm Google searching things like Kate Q funny eat ass, Kate Q funny Kate Q funny fucks, Kate Q funny one night stand, like trying to find old jokes that fuckboy can use. So then the next day I'm out for a hike and this older lady came up to me and she asked how to get to the Hollywood sign. They're trying to hike to the and I was like, I'm not exactly sure. Let's just Google it. So I pull out my phone and I tap on the Google search box to just look up, for her. And like the last 9 searches are Kate Q funny asshole, Kate Q funny eats pussy, Kate Q like it's all it was so embarrassing. And I was like, I think I need to erase my Google search term.
I love it. That's great.
I do have a question
Please.
that someone sent in, so we can answer a fan question. Now, this is a follower of mine, and this is a question we've talked about before, but, I've had a lot of people asking me if we could answer more questions on the show. So this guy wrote, how do women actually feel about nice guys? Do they just like the idea of one but prefer one that is more rough and assertive? Or is a sensitive guy actually the jackpot? And so I would like to say that I think that women want you to be sweet and sensitive 90% of the time.
Sure.
But not in bed. And I think that's where
Absolutely.
most guys miss the mark.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm a very sweet guy. Like,
You really
I'm
are.
very nice
I know.
and kind.
Yeah.
But I'm also kind of a piece of shit, too.
But
I'm
you also
kind
went
of an asshole.
through. You went through a player phase.
I
Like we were
did.
talking the other night about how you used to go to strip clubs and shit. Is
Yeah.
that bad that I said that on?
No, it's all right.
So because I think what you are and what the perfect guy is a reformed player.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, like
Because then you know stuff. You
Yeah.
know how to like when it's time to get down.
Yeah.
Like when we're getting ready to get down, I'll be like, prepare yourself for the orgasm of a lifetime. You know, and I'll like say some shit just to like.
do you say that? Because that would not work. If you said it in that voice, I would probably kick you out. I would,
No.
It's time to go.
Trust me, because
Prepare yourself.
But then I bring the orgasm of a lifetime.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I hope more than one.
As often as I can.
See,
You know.
but you know your way around because you've been with enough bitches.
Yeah, you can't just be a nice guy. You can be sensitive to people, but then you also have to be able to like take care of business, and you can't be like super sensitive about like work or like if you're really sensitive about your work, and then that doesn't work. Like you have to be like like I'll give you an example. Like sometimes Rachel will come home and she'll have like something that she has to ask me, like a real like or something important that she wants to tell me, and being sensitive would be like sitting and listening to what she has to say and actually hearing what she's saying and then like responding and giving her like support in what she's doing.
Sure.
Right? As opposed to just kind of like, you know, if I was a dick and like didn't really pay attention to her, then like that would be a bad move. You know, like that would be shitty. You know,
you gotta be sensitive when you can tell they're going through something and they
like-
want a shoulder.
Yeah, or like when like she needs someone to talk to, I should be the person that she's there to be there.
I
you know?
agree.
But then at the same time, like, you know, you have to be assertive in the choices that you make. You have to be a leader in your home too, and be like, hey, we're gonna do this, or we're gonna go do that, or we're gonna.
You got to be the man sometimes. That's I
Yeah.
think a thing because I think a lot of guys that are
Without being
really
a chauvinist piece of shit.
exactly
Yeah.
a lot of guys that I think are sweet and sensitive. They start to like let the girl walk all over them, and that's a turnoff. Like no girl wants a guy that lets you walk all over them.
No.
So there's got to be a balance. Like sometimes I like it when a guy puts me in my place. Like if I'm wrong and he tells me,
Yeah.
that's kind of hot too.
The only thing that her and I have that people would consider where she takes charge instead of me is
She whips you with a flogger.
Yeah, she ties me up and she beats the living shit out of me. No, she drives. She drives
All the
my
time?
car. Most of the time, she's the one driving.
Do you like
And
that?
Yeah, because
That'd
then
be great.
I can fucking sit there and get work done, make phone
Yeah.
calls, and fucking send emails and shit. I don't like to drive, and I suck at driving.
I don't like to drive either.
Yeah,
I'm
so
terrible.
If we have to go to like an event or something that's kind of like public where people would notice that she's driving my car, and you can know it's my car because the license plate on my car is like my character from the show I was on. Now my license plate says Storks.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're crazy. I love that you just told that. Now anyone that's ever sees you out will know that it's you.
Yeah, if
in
you
your
see
car.
a Mustang and it says Storks, that's me. So like it's fine. No one cares. What are they gonna do?
I just didn't know you drove a Mustang. It's so not like you to me.
Yeah, I love that car.
How did I not know that?
Yeah. Well, you know, that's the thing though. It's like I'm sweet, but that was the other thing too. Like the other day, I went and did this Jason Ellis radio show.
Oh my God.
And I knew going in that there was a chance me doing that show, I was going to get the shit kicked out of me by an MMA fighter.
Sure.
I knew going to his house for the podcast, for the radio, like
You
live
knew
radio
you were going to
show.
fight the guy before you got
I knew
there?
that I was going to have to fight. There was a possibility if I lost the ping pong tournament that I would have to fight a fucking MMA fighter, and then I had to, and he kicked the shit out of me. He fucking kneed me in the forehead, and I was all
He really
bruised.
did?
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
He took me the fuck down. We had to last for 30 seconds in the ring with a fucking MMA.
How
fighter.
big was he compared
was
to you?
Huge.
He was?
Cannons for fucking shoulders. I mean, the
I'm
guy
jealous.
was just.
I want to go on and fight an MMA.
He took a girl down. He took a lady down who was the same size as you, and he put her in an arm bar and almost broke her arm.
What the fuck?
It was no joke.
No.
And she kept saying, "You're gonna break my arm," and he was like, "I'm gonna break your fucking arm.
Holy
Tap out, bitch." And
she
then
wouldn't
finally,
tap out.
She wouldn't tap out.
Oh well, I would have been like, I would have tapped out immediately.
Oh yeah.
I'd have been like, "Can we just switch positions real quick, where you're on top of me and I can feel your pecs on my boobs, and then I'll."
It was the least funny thing I've done in a very long time.
Wow.
But I lasted like I held him off for 5 seconds before I tussled with him because I threw my body into it. But it was one of those times where I finished and I was like, I've never felt like.
Did he pin you?
Oh yeah, he choked me out in front of like 30 people.
Did you almost pass out?
Yeah.
Did you tap out?
I tapped out.
Oh my
At
God.
17 seconds. Because
Wow.
he had me like this, and I was like,
These guys are no joke,
like,
man.
it's no joke.
Joey Diaz keeps telling me I need to take jujitsu because he says
Yeah.
it makes you unrapeable.
Yeah.
He told me that. He goes, you will be unrape. He goes, you'll be able to trap a guy's head between your thighs. And I was like, I do that already.
I'm telling you, man, it scared the living shit out of it. I mean, it was pretty tough.
Wow.
You should try it. You should go and do jiu-jitsu. You'd have a good time.
I might do that.
It's definitely like, I'm a pretty sensitive, nerdy, weird guy. So having every once in a while having that button pushed, I came home and I was like, I'm a man. I started doing my Joe Rogan impression. I'm a man. I'm a man. And then Rachel
was like, go in the bathroom.
Steven, just
take
go
a
jerk
shower.
off and go to sleep. Take a nap. And I was like, okay, bye.
Oh God.
And then I immediately auditioned to play Pikachu no, I'm just kidding.
That's hilarious. Yeah, your next
stupid.
audition. Fuck. Well, I'm trying to think what else I wanted to. Oh, there's only one other thing I have to catch you up on, which I haven't told you this yet. I haven't told you this yet, but I have talked about it on here a little bit, so I'll update the people.
Wait, real quick. Is there a chicken with Down syndrome in the story?
No.
Okay, good.
Well, okay, so it's date fails. I know you're not going to have a date fail right now because your relationship is amazing.
Well,
But I kind of have one.
Please tell me.
Okay, so I started hooking up with an ex a few weeks ago who you know.
Is it
a comedian? Okay, so wait, don't make that face and do not say who it is.
Wait a second.
Do not say who it is.
Let me just ask you this.
Okay.
Is it somebody that likes to... Does he have a podcast?
No. Okay, so anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, I can't believe I just said this because now people will know who it is.
Is it someone who was like, I just want to like be, like available because I have like a lot of stuff going on right now? Is it that guy?
I don't know who that is. No. I've hooked up with a couple comics just in case, for people who don't know.
Dear God.
No, it's the one that like made my life hell, and we were really like dating a couple of years ago, and then it ended.
Okay, it's not the guy.
It's no one super duper famous.
Not the host of a show.
Who's not? No.
Okay, good.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so basically what happened is me and this guy, we'd been like flirty texting for like on and off ever since we stopped fucking, but we never fucked again because we're both, we're crazy together. We made it crazy. And so he hit me up late at night one night, and I just ended shit with a porn guy whose life I'm destroying. And so he hit me up, and I was like, maybe I should just fuck him because he and I had amazing, like, mind-blowing sex, and it'll get me over porn guy. So, and I don't like him anymore, so why not? So I went, and he hit me up at like 2:30 in the morning. I went to his place. We had sex. Afterwards, he's all like cuddly and stuff, and then he falls asleep, and I couldn't sleep. Because I just couldn't, because I was in his place and it was weird and it had been 2 years and we didn't really talk. I just showed up and we had sex and I was just like, I don't really want to be here. So I was like, hey, I'm going to take off. I'll hit you up tomorrow. And I left, right?
Right.
The next day, he acts a little weird. And then slowly over the next few days, I start to see it unravel where he gets crazy because he wants to know where I went that night. Like, he's jealous. Like, he's like, where did you go? Why'd you have to leave so abruptly? How many guys are you fucking? What's going on? Da-da-da. And before I knew it, and by the way, the best part of this is I don't have feelings anymore. So now this is kind of fun.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because I used to care.
Sure.
Now it's kind of fun. Like, he's jealous and I don't care. So I'm just like, no, I just went home, which I did. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe we shouldn't have hooked up. We don't have to again. No big deal. We're cool. We're friends. I'm being so chill. The more chill I'm being, the more it's making him nuts, which I'm kind of enjoying.
Hilarious.
So then he gets so angry at me that I won't tell him where I really went, even though I did. I went home, that he blocks my number. Okay?
Awesome.
He blocks my number. But then every couple nights when he gets drunk, he unblocks my number and he texts me, come fuck me at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm asleep. And then I wake up and I text back, hey, I was asleep. And then my text doesn't go through because he reblocks my number every time. Every time.
So you have like windows. You have like windows of fucking time.
Yes.
And then it's over.
So finally, one night he sends it and I'm awake. So I reply and I go, hey, I'm not coming over. This is fucked up. Quit texting me in the middle of the night and then blocking my number the next day. I go, you and I have great sex and I am cool with keeping it casual and we can hook up if you stop acting crazy. Okay? So then here's what he tells me. He goes, first of all, don't give me attitude just because I gave you some amazing dick. That's a quote. Okay. And then
I love that. That's amazing.
You know? And then he goes, and secondly, I'm not fucking you again till you show me an STD test.
What?
Thank you. So then I wrote back and I go, first of all, the last guy I was hooking up with was a porn actor. Those guys are tested regularly, and I haven't fucked anyone since you. Like since he and I hooked up, the comic. I haven't fucked anyone since you, and we didn't use a condom. So I go, if anyone should be worried, it probably should be me. You should go get a test and show me the results if you want to fuck again. And he goes, I know I'm clean. And I go, I'll tell you what. If you want me to get tested, you can pay for it. And you can come with me and sit there and I'll get tested. So he goes, oh, yeah, all right, well, you know what? I'm not paying for it. Go to Planned Parenthood. It's free. Hit me up when you want to fuck again and you've got test results, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, fuck you, man. I'm not getting STD tested just for you. Although it wouldn't be a bad idea just to do it anyway since I fucked him without a condom.
Sure.
But now it's just a point, right?
Yeah.
So we go through all this shit and he's like, I'm like, fine, whatever. I'll let you know. We stopped talking. 2 days later, I get a text from him. What are you doing? Come over. I want to fuck. Like, this guy is crazy, right?
He's crazy.
So then I go, did you get your STD test? And he said, no. So he said, come over and we'll just cuddle. We won't fuck. That's what he said to me.
What?
Yeah. Because he knows that once I'm there, I'll fuck him, right?
Of course, yeah.
So I said, okay, I'll come over and we'll just cuddle. But you don't get to fuck me. And just so you know, I'm going to cuddle you naked. And I'm going to masturbate right next to you. But you don't get to fuck me unless I see test results. And guess what?
What?
I did it.
Are you fucking kidding me,
Yep,
Kate?
I fucking did it. I went there.
What?
I went over. I was like, let's watch a movie. And I got naked and we cuddled and I got off and I did not let him fuck me. And I was like, not till I see test results.
Holy shit.
And I'm so proud.
Oh my God.
Is that the best thing you've ever heard?
Amazing.
I feel like a superhero.
Yeah, you are a superhero.
And then I left and I was so depressed I didn't have sex with him because I was dying to fuck. So then I went home and I had to get off like 7 more times.
Wow.
But I have a feeling when I get back in town, he'll probably be tested.
I have a feeling too. He better. What the fuck?
I don't know, but
That's an amazing story.
But you know what's sad about this?
Oh.
I really am disappointed in myself at how much fun I'm having messing with him. And
well, that's okay.
I feel a little bad about it, but it's like this guy broke my heart so bad that now getting to play this game and not caring.
You're getting that layer of armor. Which is good. You should have that.
I need that, right?
Yeah, because that will help you not need to call a lawyer.
No more calling lawyers.
Yeah, you don't want to call a lawyer for dating advice.
Oh, so it was kind of a date fail when he kept blocking me.
That's so
But now
great.
I kind of am in a winning position. But then who knows?
Dude, I once was working at this nightclub, and this is many years ago, and there was a girl that I had dated, and we broke up, And she came back to the club and was like, "Hey, listen, I want to, you didn't give me a chance, and you da 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 da," and was like giving me all sorts of shit. And I was like, "Look, if you want to try one more time to hook up, you want to hook up one more time, we can." And she was like, "Yeah, well, blah 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 blah." We go into the bathroom. And she blew me in the bathroom.
At the club?
At the club, in the men's bathroom. And then I said, "Stay in here." She was she was crazy. But I said, "You stay in here. I'm going to go out and make sure the coast is clear." And I went out, walked down the hallway, went outside, got in my car, and I just drove home.
No!
And I left her in the bathroom. Yeah.
No!
I was a bad guy.
Oh, my God.
It's 100% true.
If I blow a guy and he doesn't fuck me, I want to kill him.
Well,
kill.
Yeah.
That happened to me not too long ago.
A guy left you in the bathroom?
No, but this is probably, I probably shouldn't give this away, but whatever. So I sound like such a whore, but my number is still only 18. So yeah.
That's not a bad number.
There's a guy I used to have sex with. We hadn't had sex in a while. I bumped into him. By a while, I'm saying like it's been about a year and a half.
Yeah.
I bumped into him, and he looked so good. And we were like drinking. We were at a bar, and long story short, I was like, we should go fuck. I was like, let's get a hotel room. I didn't want to take him back to my place. I lied and said I had people in town, but the truth is my place was really messy and I didn't want to bring him over. So I go, let's get a hotel room. And he goes, no, let's do it in my car. I go, we're not fucking in your car. I'm like, I'm not in high school. Get a hotel room. He has money. I go, get a hotel room.
Yeah.
And he was like, babe, I can't get a hotel room tonight. Let's just do it in my car. So now I'm like, he probably has a girl or something. There's some reason if a rich guy won't get a hotel room, you're like, why won't this guy get a hotel room? She goes, let's do it in my car. And then I was like, maybe it'll be a fun story. We'll fuck in his car.
Yeah,
why not?
sure.
Right? I'm drunk, by the way. So we go to his car. I blow him. Not planning on blowing him completely, like finishing him, planning to blow him a little, and then we fuck, and then he fucking blows his load.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, and then he didn't fuck me. And then I was so pissed. And then I go, you motherfucker. Like, I didn't get in your car to blow you. What the fuck? And then he was like, I swear to God, I'll get a room this week and it'll be amazing. We'll spend the night. I hadn't even seen this guy in like a year. And I go, you're not going to fucking get a room this week. This is bullshit. I didn't even get off. I'm like, you owe me. You owe me like 6 orgasms. And then he goes, how do I owe you 6? You only gave me 1. I go, because that's how many girls get when we give you 1.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
I was so mad.
That's a great deal.
So we never got a room.
Oh, come on.
So I never fucked him. And then he texts me, like a week later, something like, hey, I've been so busy. I go, no, this is never happening again. This ship sailed out. This is done. Don't ever hit me up.
You give me his Instagram, and I'll start asking him questions.
Oh, Glickman.
I'll start bothering him.
I love you.
I love you too, Kate. You're the best.
We're almost out of time, but before we go, I want to talk about the nighttime show because
sure.
It's such a fun show. So Glickman has a show and a podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Live show, podcast.
Yes, the live show is at the Hollywood Improv. What is it, once a month?
It's once a month. Last month it was Tom Green. The month before it was Harland Williams. The month before that it was TJ Miller.
Yeah.
It's always big, great guys. This coming month is a lot of really incredible, fun people. I think we have Scott Thompson from Kids in the Hall. We have Michael Rosenbaum, who played Lex Luthor on Smallville.
Yes.
We've got Logan Gunselman, who's very funny female comedian, very hilarious comic.
I don't know.
We have I believe Yasser Lester is on the show. And then Rob Zabrecki from the Magic Castle, who's an amazing magician, is closing out the night with an actual like big prop magic thing. It's fucking incredible. It's an incredible night.
When is that?
That is the 22nd. That is April 22nd is the show. And we are actually doing we're actually remaking a scene from Girls, the HBO show. We're going to do it live on stage with Jonathan Lipnicki, your buddy, from Jerry Maguire, Josh Sussman from Glee, Jesse Hyman, who's on a bunch of.
I know that name.
He's been in a million different things. Catch Me If You Can, all sorts of stuff. And Robbie Carlisle, who's on all of our shows, Big Naked Robbie. So we're gonna redo a scene from the show live on stage
with guys.
With guys on a new show called Boys, but we're gonna use the exact same script from
That's
Girls.
so funny.
So that's what's going on there. And then Nighttime Show podcast. Since Sideshow Network shut down, we were like, when we were on a network called Sideshow Network, right?
Which we used to be on.
We used to be on it. And then Sideshow got shut down. And when they got shut down, we were like, where the fuck are we supposed to go do our show? And so, because we can rent the room at the club.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to do that. And we were trying to figure out, how to make this work. And so what I started doing is calling around Los Angeles to like my favorite places. And so far, we've taped episodes at Arts Deli in Studio City. We've taped an episode at what's it called, the Beverly Hilton. Tomorrow Thursday we're doing episodes at Genghis Cohen, the Chinese restaurant, and they have like a cool room in there that's like aside from the restaurant, so we can tape in there. And then Amoeba Records just said that we can go and record, do interviews.
That's such a cool idea. So you're doing like iconic places around LA.
Yeah, like I went and spent a bunch of money and bought equipment so that we could go and do it other places. So
that's so cool.
And find like iconic places around town, like taping at the Kibitz Room in. At Cantor's, or like lots of places like that. I really want to do one at Yamashiro up on the hill, the Japanese place up on the hill.
I've never been there. I've heard it's great.
It would be really cool, and because we have our own set, we can go move it to different places. And what we've been lucky enough to do too, which is really fun, is if like a celebrity wants us to come to their home, we can go to their home.
Nice.
And so we got to go to Janice Dickinson's house and
no way.
interview her in her living room, which was rad. Walter Koenig, who was original cast member on Star Trek and the original series, we went to his home and he gave us stuff from his house, like props pieces, and it was amazing. Just crazy stuff. And then tomorrow we're going to be at Paul Sorvino's house from Goodfellas. We're going to be doing it from his living room. So that's been really fun. Like, and we're not on a network. We're on our own thing. So we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants, but our ratings are good. And we just met with SiriusXM about taking the show to move it onto Sirius.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Do it there, which would be the dream
awesome
for me. So.
Oh, that's so cool. So they can find the Nighttime Show,
Nighttime Show podcast, or Nighttime Show Live. Go check it out.
You're so awesome, Glickman. Thanks for coming.
You're the best.
Glickman is the best. Guys, make sure you follow him. If you don't, at Stephen Glickman. Make sure you check out the Nighttime Show. If you haven't seen Storks yet, you got to see
it's on DVD. It's on demand. Pigeon Toady
from Storks. And I love you. Please come back.
Yeah, bro. It's awesome. Thanks for having me.
Guys, make sure you follow me at Kate Q Funny. Follow All Things Comedy and check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Kate Q Funny. Oh, and I have a new website, katequigley.com, with lots of cool shirts and stuff like that. If you want to check that out, do it. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. Dude.
You were great. Thank you.